How's it going, everybody? Michael Starks from The Stylish Grown Man. So what I want to do today is let you in on something that I like to do every Sunday. I typically press my shirts for the week on Sunday. Now, I'm a 21-year Army veteran, and when I was in the military, I had to press my uniform. And I'm not just talking about running the iron over. I'm talking about they had to be starch pressed, creases on the sleeves, creases in the pants. You had to be standing tall and looking good. And when I retired, that kind of spilled over into my civilian life, and I press my shirts with the same precision. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I press my dress shirts, where they'll look like you just took them to the cleaners and got them starch pressed. So without further delay, let's jump in. You want a very nice heavy iron, and I recommend you use steam. So when you put your water in, make sure you use distilled water. Don't get me wrong, you can use tap water, but for some reason distilled water just keeps your iron clean and it steams cleaner. You don't get those little particles coming out of the iron all the time. It keeps your iron more clean. So I would highly recommend, even though you can use tap, go ahead and get some distilled water. The last thing you want is for your white shirt to get ruined by some funky looking particles coming out of your iron because you've been using tap water. Make sure, as you can see on this particular iron, that it has temperature settings or heat settings for whatever type of material that you're pressing. I like to use starch. Now, starch, you don't really have to use it, but if you want that really crisp finish on your clothes or your shirt, make sure you use starch. So the first thing I like to do is hit the collar first. So I'm going to hit this collar and just quick starch, rub it in just a little bit and hit it with that steam. I press this button and it releases more steam. Then I flip the collar over, more starch, one pass, rub it in, hit it again with the steam. The next thing I like to do is hit the cuffs. A little starch, rub it in, and hit it with the iron. Now, as you can see, this is a methodical thing when you're used to it, because trust me, I was doing this to my uniform for 21 years. So it's kind of like automatic. It won't take you any time. It typically takes me about 5 minutes, no more than 5 minutes to press a shirt. Sometimes it takes me about 3, depending on this little cheat method that I'm going to show you here in a little bit. Most of the time, your dress shirt will have a pleat on the sleeve like so. So basically, when you're getting ready to press that sleeve, you want to pay a little attention to that pleat to make sure that it's not, or that it is straight. So I'm going to hit this sleeve with a little bit of starch, press it, then I'm going to flip it, get the other side, and as you can see, I didn't get my pleat lined up exactly the way I wanted to, but since I'm doing it on this side, I can correct that. So hit that, and then you just simply straighten out the pleat like so. Now, I'm a detail guy. You really don't have to do all this. People aren't paying that much attention to it even, but the simple fact that I know that there's a pleat there and it's not pressed right, it drives me nuts. So don't pay any attention to my OCD. Just go with the flow on how you would press your shirt. Next thing you do, and here's where you cheat, is you lay your shirt out and you lay it out like this. And this way it's cool because whether you're wearing a jacket or not, you're mainly concentrating on the front part of this shirt. Once you hit the front part, you're also going to be ironing the back as well. Okay, so what you want to do, a little starch. I always rub it in a little bit. Make sure that your shirt is flat on the back. You can kind of rub your hands over it and feel how it's going to be on the bottom. And then you hit it with your iron. And what I like to do is work my way in from this crease out, from this seam out here, and work my way in and kind of take your time. Make sure you don't press any extra wrinkles in there. Same thing on the other side. You're gonna flip this on top, hit it with the starch, rub it in a little bit, and hit it with the iron. And again, make sure while you're ironing this shirt, you're hitting that steam button and releasing steam, so you'll have a nice, crisp shirt. There it is, gentlemen. That looks sharp, doesn't it? So that's it. That's how you iron a dress shirt. I got about 4 more to go. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, press that like button for me. And if you like this type of content, please subscribe to my channel and be stylish today.